When severe weather strikes, National Weather Service meteorologists need to act like detectives to determine what caused the damage. Jacob Morse has details on the damage survey process.
After the NWS is alerted to damage from severe thunderstorms by emergency management, law enforcement, or the public, they might travel to survey it.
The first thing we have to determine is how intense the storm was, what type of damage was done, were there any injuries or deaths. Now, if there were any deaths or injuries, we're going to go out and damage survey to determine, was it high wind that did the damage or was it a tornado?
To help make that determination, they need to get to the scene as soon as possible.
We want the evidence to be what it was before anybody moved anything.
The meteorologists use a set of 28 damage indicators to rate the severity of the damage.
Once we find our damage indicator, a pole, a light pole, a tree, was it a softwood tree or a hardwood tree? Once we determine that damage indicator, then we look for, well, how badly was this thing damaged? And that's what takes us up on the scale.
These damage indicators can be used to determine the EF rating of a tornado or the magnitude of winds.
You determine the damage, and then from that, the wind speed falls out from there.
Tornado damage will usually be convergent and left in circular patterns, whereas debris from high-end winds is typically pushed in a divergent pattern.
We have to be careful when we assume, oh, this had to be a tornado. We hear that a lot. When I go to survey the damage, in my mind is this was not a tornado, and now I need the evidence to change my mind to say it was.
The National Weather Service hopes to increase the number of damage indicators on its list so that fewer tornadoes get an EF unknown rating like the one near Wilton on August 1st. That was one of a few surveys conducted this year, the others being when high winds caused extensive damage in the Beulah Bay and Hazen Bay areas on that same day, as well as in Sioux County in June. And if you ever experienced damage from a severe thunderstorm,
think of the National Weather Service. Give us a call and let us know. You don't have to give us your name or things like that if you don't want to. We'd like to have that so we can come talk to you about it if we feel we need to do a damage survey, but just that we know these things are happening.
For your news leader, I'm Jacob Morse.
Satellites and drones are newer technologies being used to help pinpoint and assess damage in rural areas.